Control Man City 3 seasons, control Man United 3 seasons, and we're going to determine which is the better team by how many trophies they win. For the first time since 5 years, Manchester United have won their first title.
The atmosphere today was unbelievable, the whole game.
We lost the Community Shield. Man City have won 1 title. Now we need to find out, will Manchester United stay in the job? Because if we get fired, in today's video, we are going to find out, is Manchester blue or red? And the only way that we're going to find out how to see and really know, is Manchester blue or red, is by doing a FIFA face-off. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of a FIFA face-off. Manchester United versus Manchester City. Eric Ten Hag versus Pep Guardiola. We're going to find out, is Manchester blue or red? Now, the best way to really determine which is the better team is by trying making everything as even as possible. So, in today's episode, Manchester United and Manchester City are going to use the same tactics, same formation, and I'm only going to make one signing, and both teams are going to have the same signing. I'm going to tell you who that is just yet. Also, as well, is that we're going to take 3 seasons, control Man City 3 seasons, control Man United 3 seasons, and we're going to determine which is the better team by how many trophies they win in each season. So, for example, if Manchester City win more trophies than Man United in season 1, it's 1-0. In season 2, if it's the other way around and Man United win more trophies, it's 1-1. If neither team win any trophies, then it comes down to who finishes higher in the Premier League. Got it? Let's get into the episode. Okay, so to make sure that we keep in line with the fact that the team has to be the same in terms of tactics, I'm going to be using the 4-2-3-1. I'm going to use that for both teams. So we're going to start off with Manchester United. 4-2-3-1. The tactics are going to be all balanced and make sure everything is the same. McTominay go up a little bit, Eriksen drop back. I am going to put in Casemiro. I'll start with Ronaldo. Rashford on the wing. Yeah, so Rashford's going to have to stay on the bench. So this will be the team. 4-4-2, narrow, and the instructions are all balanced, everything's the same, and I'm going to do the same thing with Manchester City now. Haaland up top. I think we'll put Gundogan here for now. This will be the team lined up. We have everything regarding Man City's set up now. This is with the team I'm going to pretty much start with. I'm going to make one signing, and it's going to be the same player. One thing Manchester City and Man United both need is a centre defensive midfielder. Both got big boy attackers, right? I think they need a CDM. So there's only one CDM that can come to mind. So who better to buy a CDM that's going to really balance out both teams? Arguably one of the best CDMs in the world, that I could be biased, is none other than N'Golo Kante. Of course, we've got to go for N'Golo, the best CDM in the game. So the only money we are going to be spending in this episode for both teams is on N'Golo Kante. No youth players, not buying anyone else off the market other than N'Golo Kante for both teams. N'Golo Kante, get into the team. All right, so here comes N'Golo Kante walking through the door. Now, we have offered him 200k and given him a £300 signing on bonus. So we're going to do exactly the same for Man United. I'm going to go over to Man United. Kante is in the building now, so we're going to do exactly the same thing. 70 mil. Chelsea won't say no because obviously we know how much Chelsea love money, and of course it's a reasonable offer. So we're going to offer him the exact same contract and get Kante into the Manchester United squad. All right, and here we go.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, Cristiano Ronaldo meets him at the door. Hey, N'Golo Kante is in both Manchester teams, so we're mirroring the tactics. We're going to go into season 1 and we're going to stay with Man United, find out where Manchester United finish. Is Manchester blue or is Manchester red? We're going to find out now. Okay, usually we wait till after the season to find out what their stats are, right? But we are halfway through the season. Not going to reveal how well Man United or how badly Man United are doing, but we will show you, first of all, clean sheets, because defense is just as important as the attack. CR7 and Kante. CR7 with 10 clean sheets. Kante and Dalot obviously 9. Assists, who's leading with the assists? Jadon Sancho, Bruno, CR7 the top 3. Goals, Bruno Fernandes with 20 goals, Ronaldo with 16, and Jadon Sancho with 8 appearances. N'Golo Kante, 31 years old, but still playing most of the games this season. CR7 29, Casemiro 28, and Bruno Fernandes as well with 28. So far, so good. Let's find out where Man United finish. All right, so you might as well just stop this clock right now, because for the first time since 5 years, Manchester United have won their first title. But how many titles have they won? I've already told you that we've won a title, but how many titles have Manchester United won Oh my days, I can't believe it. I know we've won a title, but I'm not going to tell you until now. So we came so close. So close. We were 1 point away from winning the league. Shockingly, we got knocked out of the FA Cup in the third round by Barnsley. No disrespect, Barnsley fans, but by Barnsley. We lost to Spurs in the final of the Carabao Cup. But there you have it, the Europa League. Officially, we are now back in the Champions League. So that is our first title. Let's find out if Manchester City can equal Man United or go better. Let's find out. Our most capped player is none other than N'Golo Kante. This guy is just a unit, man. He's 31, 32 now, 57 games. Bruno Fernandes, 57 games. Casemiro, 54. Martinez, 52, 9 clean sheets. Oh, wait, how many clean sheets did we get in a row? We only got 14. So the most clean sheets we got in the season was 14. Right, goals. Bruno Fernandes leading the goals, 57 games, 39 goals. That is an amazing return. Bruno again with 13 assists. CR7 got injured, but 19 goals. And Jadon Sancho with 13 in 40 games. So not bad. In terms of assists as well, we know who led the assists. Bruno Fernandes, 13. Jadon Sancho with 11. And Christian Eriksen, 39 games, managed to get off the bench with 8 assists. Now, this side is a very aging side, so there's a lot of players now whose stats are starting to go downwards. Can't bring up any youth players and find any hidden gems. Got to use what we have. But let's find out if Manchester City can win 2 titles. Season 1, Manchester City. Kante's now in the team. Same formation, same tactics. Everything's cushy, everything's good to go. Now they need to win 2 titles to beat Manchester United in season 1. Stat check, halfway through the season. Leading, clean sheets first, only 6 clean sheets. Now halfway through the season, Manchester United were able to keep 10 clean sheets. Now remember, in terms of tactics, everything's the same. Yes, the personnel are different, but at the same time, only Manchester City were able to keep less clean sheets than Man United. Manchester United kept 10, Man City only kept 6. In terms of assists, leading with 5 assists is Mahrez, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and Mahrez all on 5 assists. Mahrez, Erling Haaland, and Kevin De Bruyne in the top 3. So it seems like our goals are pretty much coming from right side of our formation. We don't know exactly where they are in the league or how well they're doing in other competitions. So we're going to find out at the end of the season. Right, so Manchester City with the same formation, same tactics, they finished in 4th place. So the winner of season 1 is Manchester United. Owners are putting me under a lot of pressure because right now, and you guys are gonna roll your eyes, I could potentially be fired for Manchester City.
Get out of here, man.
Obviously, you know Manchester City's requirements are they have to win almost everything. And we didn't win not one single trophy, and we finished 4th. So the owners are not happy. So we need to make some changes in terms of personnel and try and salvage our job. We're gonna go into season 2 now. So the first season, Man United won 1-0. So now we're gonna go into season 2 and find out which team is gonna win the second season. All right, Manchester United, I was going to say Manchester City, Manchester United season 2. We left season 1 with CR7 with a very serious injury. Now we need to find out how long he's actually out for. So he has a broken tibia and he's out for 8 weeks, which is not too bad. So that's most of the preseason, but we're going to try and play another player in his position. So I'm actually going to go with, and I'm hoping a few Man United fans who are probably watching this, I'm going to go with Anthony Martial, only because I feel like he's going to make more improvements. But we're going to see who bangs in the most goals between these two at the end of the season. And then whoever bangs in the most goals or makes more contribution to goals, assists, we'll play him in season 3. So going into season 3, I've made obviously 3 changes. Martial's going to be up top. Luke Shaw, because Malacia is out injured. Wan-Bissaka is actually going to go in. Keep everything as it is. Hopefully Luke Shaw makes some improvements. I'm going to show you halfway through the season where everyone is at in terms of their stats. Right, so we're halfway through the season. CR7 leading the goals. Even though he was out injured during pre-season, he's back in the team. 19 goals, 5 assists, 6 clean sheets. How many clean sheets have we got? Casemiro, 8 clean sheets. Every time he plays, we have 8 clean sheets. Most cap players so far, Bruno Fernandes, 13 goals, 8 assists. Bruno obviously leading with the assists as well. Jadon Sancho with 8 assists and CR7 with 5. What is Martial doing? 12 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. Rashford has only played 2 games this season. I'm curious to see where we're going to finish. But also as well, the board is not putting me under a lot of pressure this time, which is Man United fans will be quite surprised, but you know, I'm not under pressure from the board. No pressure whatsoever. I can lose a couple of games and the board will still keep me in the job. They're very happy with me. I'll take it. Let's go. Okay, Man Manchester United season 2 has come to an end. And boy, I'm going to tell you, it's probably the hardest season. We're going to have to adjust the challenge to somewhat, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But first, we're going to find out how many trophies Manchester United won. We didn't win the Premier League, obviously. We won the UEFA Super Cup. So that was from when we won the Europa League last season. We beat PSG, the Champions League winners of last season. That's 1 cup. I'm going to take it. It's a trophy. Another cup says 2. Now, 2 trophies we've won. Now, did we win the FA Cup? Yes! Yes. I'm happy because Manchester United won 3 trophies in 1 season at the cost of Chelsea. For the sake of the episode, I'm happy, but obviously as a Chelsea fan, I'm sad. We're going to have to adjust the challenge because of what is happening with the board. I spoke last season, the board is fantastic. They're not putting any pressure, but we have to pay attention to one simple thing. The objectives. Now, as you guys can see, it says here we need to sign 3 youth players. Within the same season, we need to sign 2 crucial players and make a profit. So we need to make some signings and obviously their domestic success at the same time. All right, we're trying to avoid being fired. Nice. For my reputation, we need to stay within the job to complete our 3rd and final season for Man United. But before we do that, let's find out how Man City finished in their 2nd season. Okay, Manchester City season 2, we are actually going to make some changes. I'm going to put in Bernardo Silva. Now I've gone into season 2. I think season 3, I really need to go for it because I really want to push and see if this team can win some trophies. Haaland, De Bruyne, Silva, and Mahrez in attacking positions. Kante, Rodri as CDM. In defense, Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, and Walker with Edison in goal. We're going to go halfway through the season, check the stats. We need to make sure we win some titles because I think that's the main objective that Man City want from us. Pray for me, guys. Okay, halfway through the season. Edison, obviously. Cancelo and De Bruyne all playing 30 games each. Clean sheets, 9 this time. Kante and Haaland being in the team with the most clean sheet, which is 9. Bernardo Silva with 20 goals. So that's an improvement from last season. Now we've got Bernardo Silva, so that's already a dub because he's banging it. He's got the most goals and obviously the most assists. Cancelo, 6 assists and Phil Foden with 5. So he's doing pretty well, Phil. Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland both with 14 goals each. So far, so good. We're doing very, very well so far halfway through the season. I just don't want to get fired. We need to basically win more than 3 trophies or bits of silverware to beat Man United because so far it's 1-0 to them. Let's find out what happens. Manchester City season 2 is at an end, and it's an interesting end because we won the Premier League. Let's find out if they have won at least 2 more to equal the record because right now it's still 1-0. So let's find out. Boom. Okay, we've won the FA Cup. So that's the Premier League and the FA Cup, which is the double. All right. Now we need to win 1 more to equal the record. Damn it. All right. Manchester United have won the League Cup. Where did we finish? We got knocked out by Leeds on penalties. The only competition left is the Champions League. Come on. Oh! So we lost to Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League. That leaves Manchester United 2-0 up. In season 2, for Manchester City, they've won 2 titles, but that's not enough to beat Man United because obviously in their season, they won 3 titles. I know some of you guys will argue, but I'm sorry, but we're not having an argument for this episode. Now the final score is 2-1. So in essence, Man United have won. Now I am going to throw in, as they do in wrestling, when the general manager comes in and changes the rules.
Stop the match, stop the match. Get the hell out of my ring!
I am going to now come in and put in this stipulation because right now in both seasons we are now going to find out, can I stay in the job? Because you guys know I keep getting fired. If I do stay in the job for Man United, I've won anyway. If I get fired for Manchester United but then I win in my 3rd season with Manchester City, then Manchester is blue. But we need to find out which side, blue or red. Let's find out in season 3. All right, we're going into season 3 and first things first. This cutscene is so funny. We are going to be saying goodbye to Alex Telles. He did not want to renew his contract, so we're seeing him in the door and we're not going to miss him because he hasn't featured in this episode at all, but he didn't want to renew a contract. We need to make sure we stay in a job. Erik ten Hag cannot get fired in his 3rd season Man United. Okay, so going into our 3rd season, I need to appease the board without it interfering with the challenge of the face-off. I'm going to go into my youth academy and see if there's any youth players that we can put into the team just to appease the board, not to help with the team because we can't get fired. Oh, before we actually do that, I forgot to mention CR7 has retired. So 38, we could not renew his contract, so Rashford has now gone up top. All right, as promised, we're going to see who is our player of halfway through the season. And Marcus Rashford has repaid my faith in him by being our top goal scorer. Bruno Fernandes has been great this episode. He's staying in top 3 of our most influential players. Jadon Sancho with 8 goals, Bruno with 10. Leading the assists is Jadon Sancho this time. So Bruno's kind of dropped down a little bit. Clean sheets, 8. So 10 has actually been the record. Halfway through the season, that is. 10 clean sheets halfway has been the record so far. Dalot, Bruno, Anthony, and Marcus Rashford. So when these four stay together, we get clean sheets, which is great to hear. So you're probably thinking, okay, show me, doesn't matter. Why are you going to stay in the job? Are you going to stay in the job, Simon, in the second part of the season? We're going to find out what happens to Manchester City in the first part of season 3. Here we go. Okay, season 3 of the Manchester City face-off. Right, so this time we are going to try and win everything. We're going to try and win everything because that seems to be what the board want, all right? Everything seems to be fine. We made the Champions League final. We need to try and win it as well, okay? I am going to make one change. One change. Dropping down Mahrez and then putting in Jack Grealish. Put Grealish in, and that is the only change. I promise you, that is the only change we're going to make. And now we're going to go into the first part of our last season and hoping that Manchester United manager gets fired so Manchester City can finish with a title, because they're going to win a title. Make sure Manchester is blue. All right, so Manchester City's season 3 face-off challenge has now come to an end. And as you guys can see on your screen, we've won the Premier League again. That's 1 trophy. Okay, so that's 1 trophy. So that's good so far. We lost in the Community Shield. Wow, we didn't win the FA Cup. Liverpool, I'm telling you, in this episode, Liverpool and Leeds have been the bogey team. Leeds and Liverpool are just giving me L's.
I like it.
We lost the League Cup. We lost out really early. We lost to Newcastle on penalties in round 3 of the League Cup. My gosh.
Oh my God!
And then the Champions League. Oh, we got beaten by Ajax 3-1 aggregate in the quarterfinals. So therefore, that leaves us with 1 trophy. Right, so there we have it. It's confirmed that Manchester City, we've won the league, came runner-up in the Community Shield, kicked out in the 6th round of the FA Cup, 3rd round in the League Cup. Man City have won 1 title. Now we need to find out, will Manchester United stay in the job? If Erik ten Hag gets fired, then Manchester City is blue. Here we go. All right, part 2. So we're going into the final part of Manchester United season 3. We need to stay in the job. Now, I've put this screen on to show you that I have decided not to do any objectives. I don't care what the board says. I want titles. I don't want the youth that we're going to bring in to influence the team in any way, shape or form. So just show you, I have not done anything in regards to the youth team. These guys were already on here. We're just going to solely try and win titles with the personnel, with the players that we have, with the tactics that we have. I need to win this. I need to win this. And there we have it. Manchester United is officially red. We are still in the job. We didn't get fired, which I'm relieved, but we didn't win a single title. So in essence, the final score at the end of the FIFA face-off is 2-1 to Manchester, but obviously Man City, being that they won the league in their last season, in season 3, they end up winning this round, the 3rd season. But overall, Manchester United won the face-off 2-1. So officially, Manchester is red. Manchester United fans, I know you're happy. Man City fans, if there is any fans. Man City fans, I know you're pleased at the same time. So guys, if you did like this episode, we are going to end it right here. If you want to see another face-off, let me know down in the comment section. What other face-offs do you want to see in the coming episodes? And again, if you do like these face-offs, if you do like these face-off competition, please drop a like on the channel so I know you like this content. Subscribe if you are new here. And if you ain't new here, let me know down in the comment section, what other face-offs do you want to see? What other challenges? I don't care where in the world it is. Championship, League 1, League 2, La Liga, League 1, Bundesliga. I will do it. Set me a challenge. The harder, the better. The more I suffer, the more entertaining it is for you guys. All right. So until then, I'll see you at the next episode. Peace.